And we're back. And this time I have all the stupid chips that stupid ColdMan needs me to use for his stupid scenario. I don't even remember which of these I've done and which ones I haven't, so I have to check them all. Okay, here we go. Off with the black flames of destruction that have a Z. It's Mazinger Z, obviously.
God or demon, what am I?
Heating program rebooting. System recovered. We did it! We just used
nearly down.
We used a nearly unique chip in order to start up a useless satellite for a foreign power. Go us.
Great job there, Amstray.
If you think about this, land would be like the center point of a bunch of foreign incidents. Like, this is international headlines that we're currently making. Oh, right, the Cyber Snowmen. Gotta punch the snowmen. Don't you know?
Don't you know?
Bridges, the snowman was a horrid, horrid soul. Did you know, ladies and gentlemen, that if you write a funny song when you're in high school, your friends will remember it for the rest of your life?
And we'll be like, hey, do you remember that really funny song you wrote in high school? And he'll be like,
you know, like, yes, I do.
As a matter of fact.
How could I forget?
You won't stop talking.
By that same token, did you know that if you write a really, 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 really cringy but incredibly quotable comic when you were in high school, your friends will never let it go?
Right, Cog? Did you know, Cog? Oh man, we're ready, guys. We have the boomer chip. Now we can yell about those darn kids on our lawn.
No, they just need to, you know, pull themselves up by their bootstraps.
Just go around handing in their resume at every job, regardless.
Old Net Battler yells at Cybercloud.
They need to just pull themselves up by their bootstraps. They need to go and, you know, what they need to do is they need to go to their, you know, malt shop and, you know, tell old man, you know, McGillicuddy that they need a job at the steel mill. What do you mean the steel mill doesn't exist anymore?
Grandpa, that shut down in the 1960s, and all those jobs were sent to Yumland.
Yumland.
Don't you know, they weren't sent to Yumland, they were sent to Albonia.
Body temp is dropping. I don't know, it's only 34.9 Cs. They're not measured in cheeseburgers per bald eagle, so I have no idea what that means.
This is why you should get some winter clothes, Lan.
Don't you mean cheeseburgers per bald eagle, yeehaw?
Ah, yes. Well, you know, I was just using the shorthand version, because we Americans don't have time to say all our words.
Yes, that's true.
See, this wouldn't even be so bad. Most of these chips are pretty easy to come by, except Black Bomb is a unique purple data. And you can get other copies of it from the chip trader, but that's just RNG. Like, I do not know what Capcom was thinking when they designed ColdMan scenario, other than it's just kind of a middle finger to the player.
Yeah,
I kind of figure it's like, you better grind. Ha ha ha.
Yeah. That's how it feels, though.
Yeah, it's unique data, huh, Lan?
You're trying to punish me for the hero swords, Master?
What do you think, huh?
I don't know, I'm just saying that one kid called you that queer Netopian, so I mean... I'm just saying, Master. Just saying. That's Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan God.
Are we even allowed to even say that anymore?
Well, I mean... I'm just saying, naming things is not necessarily Toriyama's strong point at times. Guys,
I love how the manga basically is like, why don't we just call it Blooper Saiyan? They're like, nah, that's dumb. And then they call it Blooper Saiyan anyway.
Well, because they were like, they got tired of writing Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan.
yeah, especially as, like, Xenoverse 2 has it as a Super Saiyan, like, it's SSJ or something. No, SSG-SS, that was it.
Oh, it gets even better, because there's actually an evolved form of the Super Saiyan Blue.
Is there?
Not even...
I fell off,
like,
so I didn't know that. Blizzard subsided!
Yeah, there is. Honestly, okay, I'll admit, I didn't know it either, except then I started playing the game again. They're like, yeah, there's evolved Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. I'm like, what the hell? And they're like, yeah, you have to be like level 100.
Oh god.
Like,
no.
oh my god.
No. The antenna's working again. Nice work. The researcher, are you okay now? Thanks to you, I'm fine. You did an amazing job out there. The blizzard's over, but you're in Sharo, but it may take some time for it before it subsides in Utopia. Take some time, why? It'll take a while. Two words. Two different words. Put spaces between your words. For the signal to reach Utopia. But at least no more damage.
Takes a while, crocodile.
The tournament should be okay then. I'll control the satellite so that the blizzard in Utopia stops as soon as possible. Don't worry. We wouldn't want it to subside naturally like God intended. That would be dumb. The researcher
yeah,
again?
but if we're gonna do that, and and considering the weather control that already happens, this is gonna be several. We're gonna be like we really will be gun tanks at that point.
MegaMan, what's the idea of meddling in our business? ColdMan, you're gonna pay. I just started to cool off. Take off your huge woolen jacket, then, dude. You're wearing this huge, heavy-duty coat in a very temperate climate. You're doing it to yourself.
Also, who gave Lan's docs information to ColdMan to call him all of a sudden?
I don't know, like, everyone can just call Lan. Like, Lan's information is very public for a kid. Literal, actual kid.
Well, that's because, Lan's phone number, he keeps giving it out for, free Roblox,
Free Robux, yeah.
Yeah, free Robux. It's like, only need an email and my mom's credit card.
My mom's maiden credit card number. Oh, boy.
Maiden credit card number.
Greetings, viewers. Sorry for the delay. It's so cold that an evacuation advisory has been issued, but the show must go on according to the broadcast schedule. It's so cold. We must persevere. At you. Start music. And now, representing Electopia, Lan! Clatter, clatter.
Isn't the Earth supposed to be stabilizing right now?
Well, he said it would take a little bit of time for everything to balance itself out, but that the blizzard in Utopia would still be going for a little while longer. Now entering the arena, representing Sharo. Achoo! Excuse me, Chilsky!
I like how T clatter.
Hey, do you think Chilsky will ever will ever finally defeat Moose and Squirrel?
What is it? Why everyone shivering? Am I really so very scary? Clatter, clatter. We're just cold. Perfect temperature for me. I mean, on one hand, I kind of agree with you. On the second hand, just take off your coat and hat. You'll be fine. You're such a fathead. Little brat, you no talk to me like that. Now you pay. ColdMan, freeze MegaMan to core.
Affirmative will activate at least 700 tabs on his internet browser.
That's just what I had in mind. Whoosh. MegaMan, go get him. He's history. Time to battle. Guys, would this make this a Cold War?
I would say, Snek, you should slap him, but I think I'm actually closer to Clockwork.
Yeah. You're as cold as ice. As cold as ice.
You're hot-blooded. Check it. See.
Oh, thanks. That makes things way easier. Man, why don't you come over here and give me a hug, big guy?
Blah.
Whoops. A little careless there. Could you stop summoning famous rappers? I'm a little busy. Oh, you jerk. Ah, you jerk. There, now I can move around my field slightly normally again. Alright, mate. I really need you to come here. What? He's immune during that phase? Are you kidding me? Whatever. I got something just for you. How very annoying. Now jump at me, idiot. I
Oh,
dare
wow. I don't know how I did it, but I finally unlocked the Hectic Highway.
Nice.
you. How'd you do that?
I don't know. I was just going through the characters, and I finally unlocked it, I
A
guess.
lot of damage.
Yep. That is the power of the hockey puck. Never underestimate the hockey puck.
That's the power of Canada, eh? It deals Canada element damage.
Which is serious. It's very serious damage, that.
Hey, we're just saying that if you guys are able to get
Whoops.
gun elemented damage, then we are able to get Canada elemented damage, eh?
I think that'll just be maple syrup flavored damage. I kind of need to stop running my mouth as like two of my collaborators are Canadian, so I should probably be a little nicer.
I don't understand.
Nah, they know I like to poke fun, but they know I don't mean anything by it. It's all in good fun.
Okay, so who are Canadian?
Gym Leader Ed and Bunnysaurus, actually.
Oh,
Yep. Boom.
I'm so sorry.
ColdMan was deleted. Land has clinched the match amid the fierce blizzard. Storm subsided and warm sunlight is shining down upon the victor. Unnecessary capitalization. Look, the crowd's returning.
And yet I'm the one who's known as the grammar Nazi.
We did it!
We did it!
Get hot, too hot, no way I can battle in such heat. That was unfair, stupid battle. I'll go back to Sharo. Huh? What do you mean unfair? The blizzard was no picnic for us. That's just... Bah! I hate how kids lose temper so fast. That battle is just game, you know.
Really?
What did you say? Net battles are not just a game. Like, literally, the fate of the planet has been staked on them no less than 3 times now. Nabbies risk their lives. You just say whatever suits yourself. I ought to slug you. Yikes. That's enough, Lan. He's like 3 times your size. What would you do? Like, bruise his beard a little bit? Don't waste your strength.
I'd be able to beat him. I'd beat him.
The officials will take care of judging him for his crimes. Officials? Jilski, you're under arrest for hijacking the weather satellite. No, let's go. You have a lot of explaining to do. At least let me do it in cold place. We have a special interrogation room ready for you. In Netfrica. Netfrica? I cannot stand hot place. Stop your whining. Let's go. No! You know, after a while, you would think cyber terrorism would start being treated in this world the same way that perjury is in the Phoenix Wright universe. Sorry, don't take me to hot place. Shut up and move. Serves him right, yeah. Taylor, you okay? You were in the blizzard during the battle. I managed somehow, but I've had enough of this cold. That's true.
It was at that moment that Land caught a cold.
After the blizzard was over, of course. We're almost at the end of the Blue Moon tournament. All that remains is the final battle. 2 contestants who will fight to the world #1 are... unfortunately, I now get to do Proto Man scenario, which means I'm going into the
Weren't we
Undernet.
supposed to get some sort of, like, ability up or something like that?
We're about to. We get Proto Man Soul. Proto-Man. Is that the Proto-Man? Do you know another Proto-Man there, Lan? That's right, we're up against Chod. Never thought we'd battle Chod in the World Championship. Can't afford to lose this one. Wait, wouldn't he have to go through the Electopian tournament circuit? How did Chod get here, like, internationally? He's Electopian, just like us. Electopia's ace net battler, can't believe it. Still, the Electopian officials contacted us. They said risk is unavoidable. Can't be helped. This Navi is possessed by a dark soul. Electopia's ace? Risk is unavoidable? This Navi's possessed by a dark soul? Are you going to the Solid Snake School of Dialogue now, Lan? You're just going to repeat everything they just said in question form?
It's funny, I actually saw a thing about that. I'm like, you know, it's the best way of avoiding uncomfortable pauses. To just use the Solid Snake, school of just repeating back what people say to you as a question. Yeah. And it works.
I hate to believe it, but I think. No way. I won't believe it until I see it with my own eyes.
So wait, we actually know what a Dark Soul is?
Yes, Higsby actually talked about that early in the game. It's me. Chod, where the heck are you? We need to talk. Come to the hotel. What do you mean talk?
Okay, do you need to know what a Dark Soul is there, Clockwork?
I mean, I'm assuming it's a soul like in other Mega Man Battle Network games, but I don't remember exactly what the whole thing of them was.
You have the approximate idea.
The Dark Soul is effectively the negative grudge of a person gets so pronounced that it becomes its own own thing, and basically is able to become your evil doppelganger.
Also, is this like the first world tournament there's been?
Yes, actually. As far as tournaments are concerned, yes, actually.
What about the N1 Grand Prix?
The N1 Grand Prix was in Electopia. There was no international component because the tournament never resolved. They were battling to be the number one in Electopia, so it would be nationwide, not international. Chod, it's me. Why are you in my room, Chod?
Because fangirls.
So you came.
So you've come.
Chod, Protoman's not really possessed by a dark soul.
You don't understand. Fangirls for Battle Network are weird.
Very weird.
Fangirls for most series are weird.
I mean, true. But yeah, no, they go really hard on the underage yaoi angle here. You mean Protoman really is? Yes. How could this happen to an official? I used one. A dark chip. You literally just used one? I could use like 100 and not lose a level of karma. Why would you do that? You should at least know what happens when you do that. I had no other choice at the time. The only way to survive an attack by 500 Syndicate Navis was to use the power of a dark chip. 500. I misjudged their capabilities. My bad. Proto-Man. He went haywire and totally ignored my commands. I had to use a special program to make him go to sleep. Child, let's try to get Proto-Man back. We gotta get rid of him of the Dark Soul. You can't help. I must bring back Proto-Man.
Is this going to be another case where we have to explain that bullets are actually just pills? Very violent pills.
I mean, kind of. Why did you tell me all this? I just wanted you to know what happened, so you didn't think I chickened out. That'll endanger the tournament. I hate to do it, but fixing Proto-Man comes first. Yeah, but... See, this actually kind of creates a continuity flaw. In Battle Network 2, it's actually confirmed that Chod has Proto-Man's entire netcode memorized. So there's literally nothing stopping him from just fixing Proto-Man. But, details. Wait, Proto-Man, come to us, to the darkest of darkness.
No. You clearly don't remember the part of Battle Network 3 where he and his dad were walking backwards at each other while they both weren't looking.
I was gonna say, my brain was also gonna be like, you don't have like a backup of your Navi or something, like, just in case something.
Which is another thing which is brought up in the very first game of the series, no less. Proto-Man's jacking in himself. Is this another symptom of Dark Soul? No, this is just a plot contrivance. Let's go after Proto-Man. Don't get me wrong, this isn't for you. It's just we want to beat you guys in the tournament. I'll try to find out where he's headed. Don't start thinking I owe you anything. Won't go easy on you at our match. Won't go easy on you.
Listen, translation is hard, okay?
Why would you? Nothing personnel, kid.
And yet, once again, I'd like to point out, I am considered the grammar Nazi.
What a
I mean,
polite
it's
young
pretty
man
obvious
she was.
right there, though.
I was gonna say, some of these have been kind of egregious in my defense. Proto-Man,
What a nice
imagine
young man she was.
Proto-Man, imagine the Dogeens this scene will spawn. That Navi who'd lead 500 of my Nebula comrades. Don't worry, we don't hold a grudge against you. Those Navis you'd lead were idiots. We should really be thanking you. Rawr. Hee you want to release the dark power within, do ya? Hee your dark soul would dominate you completely.
Hold on. Hold on, did you just say rawr?
Grr. Yeah, I'm just kind of imagining I'm just imagining Proto-Man saying it in like as flat and uninterested a voice as he can manage, and the Dark Navi is just going along with it inexplicably.
So he jacks himself in just to get captured a second later?
I mean, yeah, basically. Once it completely dominates you, Dark Proto-Man, the ultimate killing machine, will be born. Mwah!
Except a number of the Dark Souls that you encounter in 5 are way better.
Yeah. I have a report, sir. Chad set out to rescue Proto-Man. That must mean MegaMan's on the move in the cyber world. That was quick. Keep them away until Dark Proto-Man is complete. Yes, sir.
But those two hate each other. Why are we making that assumption?
Well, something power or friendship, something.
But they're not friends,
rivalry.
though.
Power rivalry.
Don't let them interfere. He's already gone. You're just talking to yourself and Proto-Man at this point. Yeah, now we have to find our way into the Undernet, which can be very annoying. And in my personal playthrough of Blue Moon, when I was going to get all 6 Navi Souls, Proto-Man's came up last. So I got to go into the Undernet on the hardest difficulty in the game. Not a fan. And actually, I was really hoping to get Junkman scenario, because 1, it's way cooler, and 2, Junk Soul is actually really, really good.
Translation, Junk Soul is absolutely busted.
Yep, it's the only soul worth building a deck around.
Are we... What soul are
Funny
we...
thing.
We're probably getting Proto-Man soul here, right, you said?
Correct.
What was the other soul we could have gotten if the RNG went the other direction?
Junkman.
Hmm.
I don't think I have to go through Netfrica.
Netfrica. I went to Netfrica. Netfrica. I broke a sweat.
Alright. I'm gonna double back. I think we're actually gonna get there through the Netopia net. Because if there's something plot significant in the universe, it's either in Electopia or it's in Netopia. And every now and then Yumland, but we don't really get into that too much.
First net problems, am I right, guys?
I forget, in certain parts of the game, is there a point where you can fight really, really, like roaming boss navies at one point?
Correct.
Or boss viruses?
Yes, you can.
Oh, you referring to ghost data? Yes.
Yep, you can...
Oh, that.
I know I look like I don't belong here. Actually, being here is part of my job. Good for you. Brave, wise, mighty, and kind.
Why don't you tell Clockwork about the about your problems with the God of the New Era there?
Okay, so let me tell you about Yokohama area. Well, not Yokohama, Yoko. The YokoNet, there is a particular encounter, and his name is Quickman. When you trigger their encounter, the boss is hiding in an invisible spot. I'm still pretty sure it's not Netfrica. Why does it feel like I'm going the wrong direction?
I never actually got this far in Battle Network 4, so I couldn't really help you.
I'm gonna try the other direction. So, okay. So, when you're going through that area, well, when you're going through any area, after you kill a boss for a story encounter, their ghost data appears somewhere on the net in an invisible spot. Once you walk into that invisible spot, you will fight the V2 version of that Navi. Then, their ghost data can show up in their V3 incarnation. Use your chips more wisely. You haven't pulled out all their potential. Shut up. I'll slap you. The thing that then happens... Okay. The thing that happened was I ran into QuickMan's ghost data, which on its face is not that big a deal. QuickMan can be tough, but, you know, he's not like the worst Navi. V3, on the other hand, can get a little out of hand. He's really fast, really defensive, and can mess you up in a good number of ways. Very early in one of my playthroughs of Battle Network 2, I tripped QuickMan's ghost data really early in my run. And as a result, every single time I went through that area, I'm sorry, I kept saying Yoko, but it's Kotobuki. Every time I went through Kotobuki, he was there. There we go. Now we're back on the right track. I have some news. Predator went into the Undernet. Probably know the entrance to the Undernet is back of Sharo area. With Dark Ship is involved, Nebula most likely has a hand in this. Be on guard. Cool. So, the thing that happened is every time I went to Kodo, he was there. And he wouldn't stop. Ever. Whoops. Messed up. So,
in fact, actually, it's funny because Snek, we were playing Battle Network 2 again, like years and years later, and it happened again, and he's like, I can't believe it. Why does this keep happening to us?
And the thing is, the people in Kodo are really just kind of putting on a facade, and the whole thing is, like, the Kotobuki net is largely just a cover for darknet activities for Net Syndicate Gospel. So when you get there, they're basically talking like religious cultists. And they're just like praying, and they're just like, chaos will calm itself if we pray hard enough. And so we decided that their god is actually QuickMan's ghost data, and that they're actually just praying to QuickMan in order to facilitate the coming of their Dark Messiah.
So how do you get to the Darknet?
Hang on, I'm thinking. Is this Sharo area?
It depends on the
This is
game.
Sharo area. In Battle Network 2, the fastest way was through a really rich lady's purse.
Eh. Oh, Battle Network 2. You had the best yes-no prompt.
You ready to do this? Hells yeah! Nah.
Hey, do you guys remember the one game that was done like a few months after 9/11 that literally is about airplane hijacking, bombings, and being a general nuisance?
Literal, actual subway bombings and... Yeah, Battle Network 2 is pretty zany.
You know, we need one of those like Capcom then, muscular Doge versus Capcom now. Capcom then. Heck yeah, we're gonna have terrorism as a major plot in one of our games.
Hey, why don't you grab
Capcom
that?
Purple mystery data requires an unlocker, and those are 4,000 zenny a pop, so I'm not really willing to pay that right now. And also, once we finish up this tournament, we'll be going into the end game, so
You telling me that MegaMan's on a master hacker?
He kind of is. He's done some stuff that would definitely put him on an FBI watch list. But
That's more LAN though.
I was like, that is kind of LAN leading the charge on that interest of fairness. I know there's a way across, I just gotta find where it is.
Yeah. Funnily enough, really, MegaMan is the straight-laced do-gooder. Lan's really the one that, you know, more or less goes out of his way and breaks the rules.
Lan is the agent of chaos, not Mega Man.
Yeah.
Mega Man's usually the one who's like, wait a minute, isn't that against the rules? And the Lan is just like, the rules are for suckers. Okay.
The rules are for lesser beings,
I'm in
not
charge.
for people such as I.
Not brilliant minds like myself.
Is a net battler not entitled to the chips of his own labor?
So...
Man, I don't think that you reading Ayn Rand is a good idea. It's nonsense.
I didn't. I just played Bioshock.
Oh no.
You know, I think
That's
that
even worse.
I think that Andrew Ryan guy had some pretty solid ideas.
Oh
What? Oh, good. We were just talking about this.
no. Oh. That's pretty funny.
Yeah. ColdMan has decided to be a living demonstration for us. I'm so glad.
It should come on more often. Apparently, a lot of fun things like happen when I decide to show up for these.
Yeah, I don't think I'd run into any Navi Ghost data in this one until this episode. So, yeah, you definitely seem to provoke it. Let's see. Yeah, that'll do. Hey, you.
That would have been funny if it even took damage from falling down a hole.
That would be hysterical. I'd be all about that. Stop being a coward, ColdMan. Come out and fight.
So I don't think it's going to work out very well since most of your lanes are blocked by ice cubes. So their pattern and everything is still pretty much the same. It's just wait, what?
Program Advance.
I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Yep, it is a common strategy. You have a bunch of chips that come from a certain set or theme, then you will... Oh, right, he's invincible in that segment. That is such crap. That means this chip is kind of useless. So...
I forgot what I was gonna say. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Is there any real fight difference in this, or is you fight exactly the same? You just might have more HP or something.
Their AI is a little bit different. Not like a huge difference, but there is a small difference. Sometimes they'll get special attacks they didn't have when you first fought them.
He seems to be a little faster on his movement, but that's pretty much all I've really seen.
Yeah, some of them don't change that dramatically. This is like a V2 version. They started calling them different things, but it's the same idea, basically. Well, I got rid of most of the freaking ice squares, at least. There's that. I think I'm kind of having an easier time against him now than I did back at the tournament.
Because he kept blocking your certain advances and everything. This one he's not doing as much. Ooh.
Yep, and you get their Navi chip for defeating them. Which I will...
He makes an ice field.
Yep. I will replace... Get rid of Wide Shot 1. Alright. Downside is he can now show up as a random encounter in this zone, so I don't want to spend too much time here. I need to find my way across. I need to find it quickly, but I don't remember Sharonet to save my life, because honestly you don't spend a whole lot of time here. And running away is always a bit of a dicey proposition in these games.
Is it just like you get a chance, and if you don't get it, you don't get...
You don't get any chip data for that round if it fails, yes. I don't see a way across. There should be, though. Do I have to go to a different area? Hang on. Maybe if we go north into Nephrica Net and then try to head, like, northeast-ish from there, maybe that's the way to get into Sharo 2. Try to cut through here and hope that this is the shortcut we need, because honestly, Battle Network 4 is the shortest. If you're doing just one playthrough, if you're just doing the story, and you're not worrying about, 5-starring the game or anything like that, then Battle Network 4 is not long at all.
What do you mean by 5-starring? Like getting certain chips and everything, or
if you do certain prerequisites, you'll get a star on the title screen. If you complete the game, you get one. If you complete your chip library, you get one. If you complete the program advanced library, you get one. And then usually there's like a super secret encounter with base.exe that also gets you one, so on and so forth. And I think there is a different number depending on which game you're playing. But the idea being is the post-credits content is non-canon as far as the story is concerned, so it's not really that big a deal. However, if you opt to do it, these games can be, well, very, very long. But if you're just playing the story, just the main campaign, front to back, Battle Network 4 is up and away the shortest game in the series. And that is by design, because Battle Network 4 was designed to be short, so you'd play through it 3 times in order to get all the Navi Souls. Okay, here we are. This is the side we need to be on. So, Battle Network 4, for a straight... Seriously? Undernet. You have to find the mysterious slider master somewhere in this area. He's made the most of the sea slider. God, I forgot about this crap. I thought the sea slider was optional, and if I had to do Junkman scenario, it would be optional. But I'm here now, so it's not.
how hard is it to get a sea slider?
I don't remember it being hard. And I think I actually have one of the pieces already.
Pieces?
There's 3 pieces you need in order to form the sea slider. I do not remember this being such a logistical pain.
And you thought that, the surfing minigame in Warframe was goofy.
Yeah, it's basically a net surfboard. Just...
The surfboard in Warframe. Oh, you mean the... Oh, I know what you mean.
I am, like, maybe another 2 minutes of frustration away from a walk through walls cheat code. Because I'm just like, I want this to be done. Oh, right. I thought he did 3. I couldn't remember how he operated. I haven't spent a whole lot of time in 4 for obvious reasons. There's literally no incentive whatsoever to spend a great deal of time in Battle Network 4. Because, you know...
Because 5 and 6 are way better.
Yeah.
Do you want me to be your guide and see how you get the sea slider parts?
Yes, please. We'll jump ahead in the recording to when we actually make progress again.